everyone, welcome back from Top the Wall. My name is Mason, and we're here for another Commander Power. Let's see what our random stipulation to build our deck with we got this week. Eat like a champion! Make a deck inspired by a Tier 1 deck in an Eternal format. Fantastic. And then our random commander is, this week, wait, is that who I think it is? No, okay, that's way more than I thought it would. No, that is not who I think it is. This is the other Merfolk that I like. Yes, I haven't gotten to play around her as with all of these commanders. Thada, Adel, Acquisitor is a Merfolk rogue that is a 2/2 for 1 blue. Is a creature with island walk, so it can't be blocked if an opponent controls an island. If the defending player controls an island. In a 4-player game, there's more than a couple people. If they don't control islands, can't hit them. Can't hit them for free. I mean, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, search that player's library for an artifact card and exile it. Then that player shovels his or her library. Until end of turn, I can play that card. The reason why I really like her is because in pretty much every single commander deck, any of the good ones anyway, there's a soul ring. So you can hit people, and then you just, like, pretty much for free, a lot of the times, you can just hit somebody, go get their soul ring, play their soul ring, and just feel really good about it. Or, like, go get their Paradox Engine, exile that, don't ever cast it, and it's just gone forever. You get to get all this information from their deck, and you get to do all these cool things. And I really like just the idea of her. Remember, I've never built around her, but I've really wanted to. Okay, let's put you in here, and you are the commander, so you get what are the things? Oh yes, this. On tap.net, you have to put this little tiny thing down by the end of the commander, so that way you always know. So that way the computer always knows to show this as the commander. Okay, so get rid of that. But remember, the stipulation is I have to build it on a Tier 1 deck in an Eternal format. So that means any non-rotating format where cards do not rotate out. So no standard. And no, oh geez, what is it called? No draft. No limited. Standard is really just limited plus. Okay, so I'm going to give myself just a second to look up a Tier 1 deck that I want to build around. And then I'll start the 1-hour clock to finish the deck. Okay, so I think I've found the deck that I'm trying to build around. So I used mtg Goldfish to determine the kinds of decks that were Tier 1. And I ended up looking through Penny Dreadful metagame. Technically, an Eternal format. Technically an Eternal format. I'm not 100% sure exactly how this format works, but judging by the name and judging by the kinds of cards that it seems to be playing, and judging by this is technically Tier 1, or I should say, I mean it is in the top list. So yeah, I'm gonna count this. It's Metalwork Colossus. A blue kind of control deck that plays a lot of artifacts. Tries to use Glimmer Post and Cloud Post to produce a ton of mana. And it tries to, yeah, you can see Urza's Factories in here. And actually playable in this format. There's also God Pharaoh statue, because apparently in this format that's good. I don't know how. And there's a Boros Signet. And we're not playing, and this deck does not play any white or red cards, so that's impressive. Yeah, good luck with that. But this is a deck that I can build around. and it does have an artifact theme. It is trying to go big with artifacts and either outclass another other player with a very large metalwork colossus, or end up just like playing one of these creatures, either duplicate metalwork colossus, or end up playing one with the machines, just draw ridiculous amounts of cards the entire time, ramping up with like Gilded Lotus, Hedron Archive, Boros Signets. God, I can't get around that. It's a Boros Signet. There's so many better choices. They are playing a lot of 2-drop artifacts. And they're trying to get to either something maybe like a God Pharaoh statue and an Antiquities War, as a sort of turn all the artifacts into creatures, all of them into 5/5s, and you would have a ton of them. So you could just play this, wait a few turns, make a full team of 5/5s, swing out, kill. Really trying to outvalue and outclass your opponent. So I am going to... Yeah, let me just read Cage Sun. No, yeah, that's... Sorry. I'm going to use that deck as my sort of deck that I'm going to build around. And I'm going to primarily be less interactive, but I am going to play a much larger spells deck. I'm going to be ramping up a lot more than many of the other decks around me, especially because I have this creature. The fact that there is Soul Ring in the format and Mana Crypts just lingering around and all kinds of good stuff for very cheap. When I play this on potentially 2 or 3, and then get in at on either turns 3 or on turn 4, then I can just play the Soul Ring, end up ramping up very quickly, combined with my own mana rocks. I can probably get to 8 mana around maybe turn 4. Maybe could get more. Yeah, so let's go ahead and give this a try. And let's start the timer. Oh, wait, no. All the way at the top, no. Alright, we got our music going. Once again, I want to put in a Soul Ring. As though Soul Ring isn't important enough, it's always the most important card in any commander deck. Let's play Mana Crypt. Did I misspell Crypt? Oh, maybe it's 2 words. Mana Crypt is 2 words. Oh boy, how do you spell Inspiring Statuary? Nope, I have no idea. But we are going to look up some artifacts. We're only going to have them be blue, and we're going to be looking through just commander cards. Let's see. Non-artifact. Inspiring Statuary is actually very good. It gives our non-artifact spells... what was it called? Yes, there it is. Non-artifact spells get improvised, so you can tap any number of untapped artifacts you control before activating mana abilities to pay for its cost. So you can essentially use your rocks, all of them, to produce more mana. And actually, Lodestone Golem. I might take a Lodestone Golem. I'll take a Lodestone Golem. Come here. You're going in the deck, old friend. Lodestone Golem. I am a big believer in the stacks, even in multiplayer games. It is a lot more work than you realize, although it does upset the table as far as group slug goes. It becomes a big grind fest as soon as somebody starts playing stacks, and the attention all gets turned towards them. I'm just gonna go ahead and play 20 islands and what was the... Oh yeah, Academy Ruins. Oh, that kind of reminds me of Blue Tron in Mono Blue Tron. In Modern, Mono Blue Tron in Modern actually does play Academy Ruins along with what, Mindslaver? Mindslaver. Yes. We shall enslave them all. If I can spell it. I always mess up with magic card names because they're either one word made by conjoining two words, or they're like they do make up some names and stuff. So I always get a little confused. Oh yeah, let's just start going down a list of mana rocks. Mindstone. Mindstone? Again. I've only played Mindstone like 50 times in the history. 50 times since I've started playing Magic. I don't know how to spell it yet. Let's see if I can remember how to spell Sapphire. That is not... I do not know how to spell Sapphire. Don't judge me. That was actually how you're supposed to spell Sapphire. Don't worry about it. We're going to play that Sapphire Medallion. What was it? Sky Diamond? Alright, Markiplier, you're a little loud. Turn you down. Sky Diamond. I'm just going to make sure that this is the right card. It's not the white one. Yeah, it is the blue one. Yes. Mason remembered. That's the important part. Mason finally remembered to do something right. Blightsteel Colossus? Yeah, Blightsteel Colossus. Blightsteel Colossus. Let's grab Scrap. What was it? Scrap Trawler? Scrap Trawler. There was some kind of mirror that was really good. Salvager mirror? Yeah, it was. I think it was Salvager mirror. Salvager mirror. Ah, no. Wait, no. Maybe it was mirror Salvager. No. Nope. I don't know. We're also gonna play Sundering Titan. Sundering Titan. Let's play Wormcoil. I'm doubtful that I am ever going to copy. Maybe actually I could copy it. Let's play Duplicant. Duplicant. So we have some of our win conditions here, but I feel like there could be a lot more. Because we have a lot of mana available, I'd like something to do with it, so I don't mind spending mana on Field of Ruin to prevent ourselves from getting set back by a card like Strip Mine or Ghost Quarter, because it sets us back one of our land drops. So, Field of Ruin. I'm not really trying to starve my opponents for mana necessarily all the time. What was that one card actually from the Penny Dreadful deck? I'm actually interested. What was the one card? What was it? One with the Machine, and I can't. That one is really awesome in Commander, but it's banned because it's too awesome in Commander. So we're just gonna play One with the Machine, and not get thrown out of the game store. One with nothing. One with nothing is an amazing black card. You should really play it if you get the chance. 1 black mana. This is true. Discard your entire hand. I know it's really good. It does a lot of work. It's only if you control like 4 Bloodghast. Only if you can have like 4 Bloodghast in hand. Then yeah, I guess so. Keep a fetch land on the field. Play 1 with nothing. Put 4 Bloodghast in the yard. Maybe a prized amalgam, and then crack fetch land, return them all to the battlefield, and the prized amalgam. That's how you do it, kids. What was the oh yeah, I'm at 52 minutes and 26 seconds. God Pharaoh statue. Maybe I want to play God Pharaoh statue. Okay, let's play God Pharaoh statue. Okay, I'll put a God Pharaoh statue in here. And wow, that's a big space there. I think these should more so be cards that lock down the board once we have a winning angle going. Yeah. But I will play the Antiquities War. The Antiquities War. It's just good value. It's just pretty good value. Yeah, Hedron Archive. Believe it or not, this Penny Dreadful deck does play a lot of sweet cards. Hedron Archive. And how about Staff of Domination? Kinky. Yeah, Staff of Domination. I think that's what I'm thinking that it is. The infinite win card, the card that you play to infinitely win. Yeah, that's it. That's what I think it is. And what was that sweet, awesome card that does stuff? What do I think of? Dream Tides. Hello. Dream Tides. That's exactly what I wanted. This one prevents creatures from untapping if they're prevents all creatures from untapping during their controller's upkeeps. But non-green creatures, they may untap if their controllers pay 2 per creature to untap. It completely locks down a green deck. And very much so locks down a lot of other decks too. Oof. Solemn? Solum? Solum Simulacrum. I don't know if we're really looking to copy a Wormcoil engine or a Sundering Titan or anything like that, but I will get Darksteel Hellkite. Because I want to blow up other people's stuff. No! Don't misspell Darksteel in front of people. Darksteel Hellkite? Darksteel Hellkite? Oh. Oh, is that not a card? Well, I'll take Darksteel Ingot. I'm just going to type in the word Darksteel. You know, let's just type in Darksteel. Fine. Let's see what happens. Because why not? Darksteel Brute. Nah, I don't care about that. Do I care about Darksteel Colossus? 11/11 for 11. Nah, I don't really think that might not be enough to actually do much. I will take the Darksteel Pendant. I really like Darksteel Pendant. It is super good in really grindy games. It's an indestructible artifact. So, of course, it's a hockey puck on a chain for 2 mana. And I can pay 1, tap it, look at the top card of my library, and then I can put that card on the bottom of my library if I want. So it allows me to scry by just paying 1. It's good. It's just simply a good card. Yeah, we're Darksteel Sentinel. No, I don't want you either. Darksteel Racker. Oh, the actual hockey puck. Darksteel Relic. 0. Indestructible. Make a rock. It looks neat. You can't break it. Darksteel Axe. No. I'm gonna play Urza though. I want to play Urza though. I'm getting the chance to play Urza for the first time. I'm playing Urza. Urza. Okay, come on. There's like 1 Urza. Ah! I gotta actually type in Urza to find the actual legendary creature called Urza. Urza, High Lord Artificer. High Lord, Lord High Artificer. Urza's armor. That's not a flattering photo. You're definitely way cooler over here than you do over there. Magic art has evolved over time. Karn Sign of Urza. let's take a Karn. Paradoxical. No, Paradox Engine. Paradox Engine. Not paradoxical outcome. Paradox Engine. Engine. Paradox Engine. There we go. Yeah, the Paradox Engine and Urza goes infinite very quickly with enough artifacts. Because Paradox Engine, as you cast a card, you untap all your non-land permanents, and Urza allows all your non-land, all your artifacts to tap for 1 blue. So you can float a bunch of blue, and you can use his ability. Come down here. You can use his ability to exile the top card of your library after shuffling, and until end turn you may play that card without paying its mana cost. Does that actually... Dang. That doesn't go infinite. I thought it did. Gosh darn. Gosh darn it. I was really hoping. Well, he's an alternate win then. At worst case, he's a good way to just throw a bunch of mana into him and just go nuts. What about the Isochron Scepter and cards? Search for an artifact. There's Acquire that only comes from an opponent's. Do I want to go nuts with that? Fabricate. Fabricate, reshape. Oh yeah, that's right. Modular's back. Scrapyard, Recombiner. 3 mana for a artifact creature with modular, so it comes with 2+1/+1 counters, and when it dies, I can put those onto another artifact creature. Sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for a construct card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Is Darksteel Colossus an artifact creature? I mean, yeah, it's an artifact creature, but is it a construct? No, Blightsteel. Check Blightsteel Colossus real quick. Yeah, I like how he's the only only thing that says Blightsteel on it. Nope, he's just a golem. He's just a golem. He's nothing special. I would like Inventor's Fair. Yes, I want to go have fun at the fair. I think Fabricate is worth looking into. Reshape is neat. Tribute Mage. 2 and a blue, 2/2. Search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 2. Reveal the card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. There's Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage gets you a Soul Ring or a Sensei's Top. Or a Mana Crypt. Trophy Mage gets you a lot of times Crucible of Worlds or an awesome sword. As she's showing, she can get you an awesome sword. Just so you know, she can get you a sword. Apparently, she can get you a better sword. I think she's literally getting Sword of the Meek. Would you like a Sword of the Meek, kids, or a Thropter Foundry? Well, nobody in Modern does. So, Whirl of Invention. I am playing a ton of artifacts, so yeah, let's put that in there. Oh yeah, and I'll take a Prismatic Lens. Just another 2-drop. Just casual 2-drop. Join with Gilded Lotus. Yeah, let's take a Gilded Lotus. I'm not one of the decks that can actually gain a lot of mana from bouncing all of my artifacts back to my hand. So I think I'm just going to have to decline the paradoxical outcome route. Oh, sweet. 52 cards. 20 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Invention. Okay, there's Trophy Mage, Trinket Mage, Treasure Mage. Transmute Artifact. Are you legal in Commander? You are legal in Commander. I'll take a Transmute Artifact. Wait, is Tinker the actual card that I'm thinking of that is totally banned? Oh yeah, Tinker is banned. Well, I'm gonna go to the maybe section. I'm gonna type in Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage, Trophy Mage, Treasure. Treasure Mage. And then there is Tribute Mage. And based on what my win conditions are, I'll grab any number of them. And I'm going to grab a Sensei's Top. Sensei's Top. Where's Sensei's Top? What is this? If a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this from your hand, put it into play with 2+1/+1 counters on it instead of putting it in your graveyard. Dodecapod. Neat? Not what I'm looking for, but neat. That's alright, I don't want it. I think I'll take a Silent Gravestone. Silent Gravestone, cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Oh, I'm not playing in the graveyard too much, so I will take a Silent Gravestone. Do I want to play Psych Rift? Yeah, I'm going to play Psych Rift. Cyclonic Rift and dang it, Cyclonic Rift. What is the other card? Besides Tezzeret the Seeker. Hello, buddy. I guess there's another card besides Cyclonic Rift. I'll also take Tezzeret Master Artificer. I want to draw more cards, actually. I would like to pay 5 and have a machine that literally draws me 2 cards every single turn, because I'll always have Benelcraft. It was some kind of tide thing or something or whatever. I can't remember. I'm gonna just play Reshape. Then I'm gonna go back, and I'll go grab it. I'm not playing a super interactive deck, and my primary plan is to just try to crank out some awesome artifacts. Let's play this. We'll put in the Fabricate. Is there Reshape in there? Yeah. I'm going to put in a Lightning Greaves. Lightning Greaves? Swiftfoot Boots. One Swiftfoot Boots in there. Maybe Whisper Silk Cloak? Whisper Silk Cloak. Unblockable. Rogue's Passage. Did I misspell Rogue? Yeah, I misspelled Rogue. I've only played that card like 10 times. I've never once seen it spelled. I've never once read the card. I have no idea what it does. All my years of Magic together, I've never seen such a good art as this. Wow. I normally go for the more hyper realism art, but I think that this one is actually worth a look. I kind of like these outlines on it. The way that the light is kind of there. The outline has an additional white outline along the black outline to show light coming from this trinket, but the trinket itself is not necessarily brighter. They didn't change the colors, but instead made the outside whiter. I think that's a neat art style. Magic the Gathering Art Appreciation Channel. Like and subscribe. Click for more. Whatever. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. Why not? And I think I'm gonna have to reset the Zoom. I can't do that. Mirror incubation. Nah. Return creatures. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, that's not it. Instant? Okay, I'm gonna try that one more time. Turn creatures. Well, there's. No, I'm not looking for Cryptic Man. Engulf the shores. Return. Oh, return to their owner's hands all creatures with toughness less than or equal to the number of islands you control. I am a heavy island deck. Would I rather play Evacuation? I mean, I'll have the mana for Evacuation. Yeah, I think I'd rather play Evacuation. Yeah, definitely I'll play Evacuation instead. And I think maybe Aether Spouts. Yeah, Evacuation. Let's check sorcery. No, just go sorcery. There was one that was released that was really cool. I will take Brawl's Expertise. I want a little bit more tempo loss on my opponent's side of the board and to slow them down just a tiny bit more. I don't actually want Brawl though. Plus it allows me to put like a mana rock down, which is pretty sweet. Till end of turn, creatures you control gain. Whenever this creature deals damage to your opponent, you may return target creature to that player's hand. Okay, that's pretty cool. Arm with the Aether. Great, now where's the card that I actually want? Nope. Nope. Selective Snare, nope. Whelming Wave, nope. Maybe it was Undaunted? I'm gonna try Undaunted. I think that was the keyword that they used. Undaunted, yes, Coastal Breach. There it is. What was it? Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Okay. And its cost is reduced for every opponent that you have, and it costs 7. So you just go 1, 2, 3. It costs 4 mana to return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. So tap my mana rocks. Play this, floating all the mana that I have from my non-land permanents. Turn them all to my hand. Replay a lot of them with the mana that they produced, and then then say go after setting them back farther than I will. Of course, try to get in attacks beforehand for casting this. And actually, I'm gonna just probably play like 2 more islands, 4 more islands. That's good. And I'm also gonna play Engulf the Shore. No, I'll have enough. I have enough. I don't need it. What is something that taps for blue? Artifact. Tap mana. I want mana. Astro Globe, you're not it. Get out of here. Azer's Gateway. Yeah, that is something to do while I'm like slowed down. I'll take an Azer's Gateway. That does help like filter and does produce like a million million bajillion mana. Oh, and I forgot that it gains you 5 life when you flip it. Chrome Mox, Cold Steel Heart. I will take Coalition Relic. When you need it, it tasks for 2. No, God, no. Misclick. When you need it, it taps for 2, or it just taps for 1. It's neat. Or heavy artifacts of Chrome Mox is not worth it. Sentinel Flute. X, search your library for a creature card with permanent mana cost X, reveal it, put it into your hand. Need? No? Not playing that. Doubling Cube. I don't think I'll ever use that much mana. So no. Isochron Scepter. And what was the card that goes with it? Dramatic Reversal. Dramatic Reversal. Just as a good ramp card. Did I put in Isochron Scepter? Yeah, I did. There's Mana Vault. I forgot about Mana Vault. That's such a sweet art for Mana Vault too. Mana Prism. No. Mox Amber. I mean, my commander is. I do have a lot of. I do have a couple Planeswalkers, and I do have a very cheap commander, so it is not unreasonable to think that I can get the mana for this. Mox. Oh, Mox Opal and Mox. Whatever it is. We'll find out how to pronounce that in just a second. How do I pronounce you? Okay, Tantalite. Search Google. How do I pronounce it? Dang it. It does it. I can't remember how to do the pronunciations. Oh, that is a neat rock though. That's cute. That's great. Okay, Mox. Nope. Mox Tantalite. So many cards I have. I should really check how much mana is actually in my deck before continuing with all this mana. Prismatic Lens. No. Can't use that one. Prismatic. Prophetic Prism. Prismatic Prism. Yes, it's very prismic. Prototype Portal. Great copy of an artifact card from my hand. I mean, it's very good if I can just put literally, if I can imprint anything. If I can imprint just like a Mind Stone. Very few people would actually blow this up for a good amount of time. I'm fine with playing this. I'll play the Prototype Portal. Ratchet Bomb, Soul Foundry, Star Compass. Don't know what the Guild Pack. I'll never use that in my mono blue deck. Oh boy, what else for this deck? I know there's probably like some kind of special land that I could use. That would be just amazing in this deck. We'll find out what that is. Maybe it'll say artifact. Actually, maybe it'll be an artifact land. There should only be a few that, okay. There's more than a few that came up. Darksteel, Citadel. Seed of the Cyanide. Cyanide. Seed of the Cyanide. Very toxic. Very bad place to be. Not at all where you want to be. Treasure map. Thematic compass. Yeah, no thematic compass. No thematic compass. We only need one coalition relic. What are you doing? Then we'll see where we're at with mana. I'm not exactly sure where I'm at with mana, as long as I don't have 20 mana rocks. How many mana rocks do I have? Okay, 1. Technically, this is not a mana rock until much later. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. 4. 5. 6. Nope. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, 7th nomination is not that. Okay, I only have 15 mana rocks. Solemn doesn't count as a mana rock. Don't worry about him. And don't worry about Urza. Oh, we got 30 lands already? Oh, that's sweet. Karn, Sign of Urza. I should really look at more about like drawing cards. Just draw a ton of cards. Draw, artifact. Argent, mutation, trigger permanent artifact now. Era of Innovation. Draw 3 cards. No. Ultimately, I'm paying 5 mana if I can to draw 3 cards. I don't like that. Inspired Thinks. Create a Thopter. This battlefield. Draw cards equal to the number of opponents you have. Well. Would rather good. Actually, Mirrodin Besieged. I will take you. Hello. 2 and a blue enchantment. Enters battlefield. Choose Mirrodins or Phyrexians. If you choose Mirrodin, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 mirror token. If you choose Phyrexian, at the end of your turn, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifact cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. When it's super late in the game, you choose Phyrexian. When it's super early in the game, you choose Mirrodin. So that way you get a board presence and get a higher artifact count. Speaking of which, I'm totally going to, what the heck is Edit Live? Oh god, somebody did an update. And we're going to play Thoughtcast. Thoughtcast. I like to think about my options. Quick Smite, actually, Padim Console of Innovation. Console of Innovation. Psy Master Thopterist. He is technically draw. I'm trying to just get more draw and more big crazy spells and things going in here. Cruel Mechanist. +1 draw card. Yeah, I don't really like him. I don't really like him. At all. Yeah, that's because he's part of that weird the Planeswalker dual deck things that they were making. What is it called? He's not actually from the core set, is he? He's from that one the Planeswalker decks, the stupid ones that really suck. Yeah. I think I know exactly which one. Is he the one with where the other one was Johnny when it was released? Yeah. I think he was. Psy Master Thopterist. Let's check Imprint. Not there. Imprint, duplicate. Nope. Clone shell, nope. Extra planar lens. Increases artifact count, increase my mana count. Yeah. Phyrexian Jester, we're Mirror Welder. Mimic Vat. I like Mimic Vat, is super grindy and awesome. Thought Prison. We have target player reveal his or her hand. Soulbinder. Nah. What was it called? I'm running out of ideas here, but I am going to put in Metalcraft. Thank you for already knowing how to spell it. Looks like I already have most of the good ones. Voltican Surcharge, Voltican Humiliator. Creatures your opponents control become 1/1s and lose all abilities. Get a lot of blockers out of the way. Do I want Argent Sphinx? It's only 4. It's a really long clock. I'm not sure. I will play Gataxian Probe though. I'm sorry, I'm just such a sucker for Gataxian Probe. Blinkmoth Infusion. Could untap, make a ton of mana real quick, but I think I would rather have something that actually requires a bajillion mana. What do I actually have in here that requires a bajillion mana? Darksteel Reactor? No, not Darksteel Reactor. Darksteel Forge. Forge. Darksteel Forge. Oh yeah, Nev's Disc. Neviro's Disc. Perfect. Awesome with Darksteel Forge. Do I want Unwinding Clock? Unwinding Clock would untap a bunch of artifacts. But I would need something to actually pump a bunch of mana into. And I'm going to play Blinkmoth Infusion. Because it does allow me to pump out like a ton of mana real fast. I was going to take Silvermere. Silvermere? And Silvermere and silver is also frequently attributed to blue mana. So I'm just gonna type in silver real quick, see what comes up. Bonds of Quicksilver, no. Nah, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. Quicksilver Fountain, that's right, I forgot about you. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player puts a flood counter on target non-island land that they control of their choice. That land is an island for as long as it has a flood counter. At the beginning of each end step, if all lands on the battlefield are islands, remove all flood counters from them. It does hurt our non-island artifacts, but we can still play. Our opponents will find themselves very quickly mana screwed. I am not a nice man. I am not a nice man. Oh boy. Quicksilver Gargantuan. Shalize Silverwing. Nah, you're not important. Nope. Like Trample, not interested. Nope. Silver Wyvern, still not interested. My god. Maybe I should look at artifacts that count artifacts. Wait. Artifact. Artifacts that count other artifacts. Ancient Stone Idol, no. Angel's Tomb. Remove Ankh of the Unmaking from the game. Remove target artifact creature and land from the game. No, I'm not interested in that. I can do better. I can play Unstable Obelisk, which I don't need that, actually. I will play the Blinkmoth Urn. Chief of the Foundry, Chittering Mass. Clock of Omens? I think I might play Clock of Omens. Just like a tiny chance that I might play Clock of Omens. If I don't find anything better, I will play Clock of Omens. Activate abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana based. Nope. I don't need that. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs to know about that. Nobody saw that. Ethereum Sculptor. Yeah, Ethereum Sculptor. Filigree Sages. Would you actually have the ability to produce a ton of mana? What actually could produce enough mana to justify filigree whatever's that I just said? Guardian Idol, Icy Manipulator, Junk Diver, Kirkline Ironworks. I don't need that much mana. I will take Memnarch. He's tutorable. He gets me some cool stuff. Return an artifact you control. Oh, Master Transmuter. Turn an artifact you control to your hand, and then put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. There's also Metal Worker. Mirage Mirror that copies creatures, artifacts, enchantments, or lands. Well, I think I'll just pop both of these in. I'm gonna actually put this one in. I'm gonna take Memnarch back, actually, and put him in his proper place. And then I'll take Metalworker. I'll put him in. Do I have Metalwork Colossus in there? Merchant's Dockhand. And actually, this would be a good reason to play Unwinding Clock. Do I have Unwinding Clock actually in here? Unwinding Clock? Unwinding Clock. Yes, I do have Unwinding Clock. Yes. With 13 minutes. Master Transmuter, I will play you. I would like to cheat my mana cost. Thank you. I would like to tap my Soul Ring for mana, return it to my hand to put out wait, does it yeah, it doesn't come into play tapped. And then play my Coalition Relic. Then put my Soul Ring back into play with the mana that I tapped the Soul Ring for. Yeah, no, that makes sense, right? And then still have one more mana floating and an untapped Soul Ring. And a Coalition Relic. I think that works. I think that technically works. Are there artifact creatures you control again? I'm not making a million artifact creatures. I don't care about that. And I already have something huge, I think. Mirrorworks. Mirror Retriever, that's it. Manacon, Pendavist, Phyrexian Metamorph. Yeah, I'll play Phyrexian Metamorph. I'll actually pay 2 life and pay 3 mana to make a copy of Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, let's do that. Mirrorworks. This is actually a good mana sink, thinking about it. It's super mana intensive, but I can definitely swing for it. Sacrifice. Okay, Metalwork Colossus sacrifice. Mirror Retriever does not properly get me my things back from the graveyard. It doesn't do it in a timely fashion. It's not doing it very quickly. Too slow. Powerstone Shard. I'm not copying that many artifacts. I don't really... Yeah. Tap target artifact. Relic Barrier. Tap target artifact. Neat. Retrofitter Foundry. I don't think I want Retrofitter Foundry. I have so many tutors to go get Staff of Domination. I don't think I need it. There's Scrap Trawler, which is better. Sharding Sphinx. Servo Schematic. Skill Borrower. Play with the top card of your library. Reveal as long as the top card of your library is an artifact creature card. It gains all those activated abilities. Sharding Sphinx. No. I don't make enough 1/1s to play it and instantly get payback for it. Destroy up to 1 target planeswalker and up to 1 target artifact. I don't want that sword either. Do I want Trading Post? It is very... It has a lot of utility, but it only... I'm getting down to the last few cards of the game, and I will take Voltaic Key. Because Undabbling Soul Ring or any of my other Mana Rocks is pretty good. Voltaic Servant. And I'm going to take Temple of the False God. Is there anything that returns an artifact from my graveyard to the battlefield? Yeah, I'm going to go all the way back. Check if there's anything that returns an artifact from my graveyard to my hand or the battlefield. Graveyard hand, that seems like it'd be easier. Metallurgic Summonings, that's not what I want. Well, I could use Trading Post, actually, as a super long way to get an artifact back from my graveyard to my hand. It's not necessarily the most obvious thing in the world, but it technically works. Super, what is the last... Oh, that's too many cards. Dang. Well, I'm cutting Metalwork Colossus. I have no Metalwork Colossus in here to cut. Great. I'm gonna put actually Unwinding Clock in as picture card. I have 8 minutes to cut like 5 cards. Okay, cut like 5 things. They're probably gonna be creatures. How many great things do I want to untap? How many incredible, awesome, epic things do I want to cut? And how many 2 mana cost sorceries do I have? I have a Gataxian Probe. Eesh. We got Cyclonic Rift, Dramatic Reversal. Those are not very many. Yeah, I think I need to cut more than that. Alright, so I'm going to be cutting Voltaic Servant. I'll be cutting... So many things. Dear God. Team Master Artificer. I'm probably going to cut the Taxon Probe. I'll cut the... Do I cut the Mirrodin Besiege? There's, Trading Post is in here, right? There's not a lot of, use for all those 1/1 mirrors necessarily, but they do increase my artifact count. They don't contribute enough. How many return to hand cards do I have slash wrath spells? 1, 2, there's Nev's Disc over there. Plus all the things that tutor up Nev's Disc, duh. 3. Okay, so I just have the 3 big bounce spell things. And what do you want, people that are trying to contact me? I'll talk to other people later. One island. I think 32 lands will be fine in this deck. And I'm certain that I can get in. There's a lot of different things that can help me get in. There's the Dockhand. There's... I don't think that I'm an Isochron Scepter deck. Do I actually legit have the mana for an Isochron Scepter? I mean, have the thing for a Isochron Scepter. Nah, yeah, I have a lot of draw spells. God Pharaoh Statue. Super slow and it makes me a huge target. Darksteel Ingot. Got a ton of mana and a ton of like big old spells. Start slinging around big spells. Wormcoil. How many copies of Sundering Titan am I going to make? I don't think I am. Wormcoil is just a card that helps me really get back into the game. I think Blinkmoth Infusion later in the game is just going to be a big, kind of expensive spell that doesn't really help. So I just got one more card to get rid of. Blinkmoth Infusion. I'm sad to see it get cut. I've wanted to play with it for so long, but I just don't think that I'll have the mana to actually successfully. I mean, I don't think that I'll have the use for all the mana. To just like untap all my artifacts and make let's say I make 20 30 mana. Let's say I have Memnarch, but by that logic I probably was gonna win anyway. I didn't probably need all that extra mana. One more cut. Sundering Titan. Goodbye, Sundering Titan. Okay, deck is done with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Me not using all the time for once. I know, and we have a beautiful picture of our unwinding clock up here. Perfect. So, with this commander, my plan was to essentially use her to help me ramp more so than anything. She's literally more of a ramp spell or a card advantage spell than anything else. The main thing that I want to do is I literally just want to cast this commander after... I'm going to just go turn 1 or 2, Mana Rock, cast this commander, try to get in with using like either Swiftfoot Boots or Whisper Silk Cloak or Rogue's Passage or something to help give her some kind of evasion, or if somebody controls an island, get in, get at that person, try to get their Soul Ring, try to get their Mana Rocks, try to get whatever I can out of them. If not, just exile their best artifact and just get it out of the game, putting that a little bit of a disadvantage, and get a lot of information. And then proceed with just going to town with mana rock, mana rock, mana rock, all the mana rocks in the world. And then finally, after I have a bunch of mana rocks, slam some planeswalkers. Then with all of those planeswalkers, or with like maybe a Darksteel Forge, or just like some pendants of this, like the pendants, just something to start getting the actual card advantage and not just mana advantage, like Master Transmuter, and start doing like some shenanigans with Memnarch. So just turn something to an artifact, gain control of it, start using Merchant's Dockhand to sift through all of my cards. Padim is really cool, can help me get deeper into the deck. Sai can technically help me dig a little deeper. And try to use either, Urza to close out the game. And I don't think I can technically win with either of these. I can technically win with either of these Tezzeret's. It's very unlikely, though. It's more likely that I'll use Urza as my actual finisher, or Blightsteel. Technically, Memnarch can help me finish out the game and get much, much closer. But I'm really just going to use him to primarily just steal lots and lots of stuff. Well, where's the other one? Oh yeah, Mirrorworks is another one just to shoot me off into the game farther and farther ahead. Paradoxical Outcome, Paradox Engine is there as a super strong value card because, well, you have a bunch of mana rocks out, playing this, and then following up with anything, just shooting yourself farther and farther ahead in the game with something like Unwinding Clock and Darksteel Pendant out, the Merchant's Dockhand, just these kind of cards that allow you to just utilize that mana, along with Mirrorworks and such, just leads to some crazy shenanigans. Plus, there's like trading post shenanigans and things that I could do. That's what I'm really looking for in this deck. We're very low on lands because of our number of mana rocks. We will likely be at 8 mana before we get 6 lands out. We'll be at 8 mana, or 9 mana, or 10 mana. The interactions that we have, there's very few of them, but we do have Nev's Disc in the deck, and we do have Silent Gravestone to mess with graveyards. The purpose of the Nev's Disc, where's the Nev's Disc? Nev's Disc, there it is. It enters tapped, but we can destroy all the artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. It will set us back a lot, but if we absolutely need to, we can go get it with Tezzeret the Seeker. We can get it with Whirl of Invention. We can get it with where is Reshape? Or I thought there was a Fabricate in here. Where's my Fabricate? Yes, there's Fabricate. We can use Fabricate to go get it too. So that's the deck. I had fun actually building this one. I finished pretty early. I normally get a little bit choked up on time at the last second, and I always am like just short by a card. And, so sad. But this time, I actually stopped for a second, and I had to think about the kinds of decks that I could build, because I had to choose a tier 1 deck to build around. And yeah, I dug deep in Petty Dreadful to find it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and join me next week for another Commander Power Hour, where I'll be choosing another randomized commander and trying to build a deck around it in 1 hour with a random stipulation. This time, it was tier 1. A couple times I've gotten switch the colors. I've gotten add a color. I've gotten... I actually don't think I've gotten add a color before. I'll have to put that on the wheel again next week. There's all kinds of stipulations, like cut down on time. There's like just remove 15 minutes. There's... you know what? Let me just check actually what some of the other stipulations were. What are my other stipulations here? Down. Oh yeah, I can only use modern cards. House Party, which is like creatures only. Anyway, thanks for watching. Come on in for that face touch. Just go ahead, put your face to the camera. That's cool, that's cool. Just lean in. Just lean into it. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.